What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. Y'all can see I stole a little bit of it. Oh well. Anyways, y'all, um, I'm reviewing, recapping tonight's Real World's Explosion season 29, episode 8. And just to let y'all know, shout out to my YouTube fan, my old new subscribers, not subscriber. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and rate, comment, like, subscribe. This is gonna be all over the place. I'm usually a random person. Y'all new to me, and also, sorry, y'all. It was a lot going on this particular episode, and um, and then this is leading up to at least Haley like trying to swing on Thomas next episode, and I don't know who Corey is about. I'm just saying it's leading on to this is the pre what we're about to see next week on what we see. So okay, it's the night after, whatever the case is. We got two couples, but it's almost three somewhat if you want to include the situation with Thomas and Haley. So the only ones, let's get this out the way. Arlene, poor child, her and Ashley, like in between all this stuff, when they went to the club, Ashley, Arlene, I don't know if she was twerking on the table or something like that, but Ashley's trying to, order the pizza, and in the midst of all this, like, when there was arguing stuff going on, she couldn't eat her pizza, okay? She finally waited on her pizza, and then here she go, having to be a bodyguard and everything else, and the child still cannot eat her pizza. I don't know. And I hope that she wasn't offering Brian pieces despite all the shenanigans, okay? So, let's see here. Now, we have Brian the next day, saying about wandering. I think he's talking to some of the dudes, whatever. At least I think it's Thomas and I think Corey and stuff like that about, last night. And we already know he made out with the chemical engineering, sexy, girl, whatever. And, so, he was talking to Cora, I remember, because a lot of his first was, it was everybody just kind of having fun. It seemed like a mellow and everything else. And they, Cora was even asking him for a second, like, well, how's your life? Well, he's trying to make it seem like, yeah, we're working with each other, but there's still some openness. No, maybe I'm hearing stuff wrong, but I could have sworn he was making it seem like it's supposed to be exclusive. And we already know we can probably, there should be a little thing that counts how many times he's going to bring up or reference Corey and keeps bringing that up and up again about Jen and his relationship, Jenny's in the relationship. Well, I was saying Jeff, see, their names too close, y'all. Jenny and Brian's relationship, due to the fact that he, before, I gotta think that she went with Corey as the thing is, especially since her and Brian just broke up. But Brian was with somebody and say he couldn't decide and wanted to be, souls, wild oats and stuff like that. But yet he's going to keep her in because, Corey's right there. And, but, she always, Jenny always said, like, he has those, I could talk to somebody about, what happened during the Cold War, and you have a problem with me speaking to that if it's a guy, whatever, and and be jealous, whatever. So, of course, here's the thing: we all, there's a couple people in the house know that it will not end well. That should have been the name of this episode. This will not end well. Then it should be This Should Not End Well Part 2 for the next week's episode. I think it's going to go next week, unless they have another hiatus. But, anyways, so what happened is that actually, fast forward, I'm not going to go through every scene, whatever, it's just going to be the highlight. You also have another scene now. Haley is talking to Jenna, and I guess, walking down the street, I don't know if they're going, the exercise, anything like that, right? And, Haley actually wants to meet other guys, she doesn't want to be stuck with her. But, Thomas, who, one of his reasons, he has a problem with her bringing guys now. It's not, it could be, like I said, that's constantly like, okay, why? You got somebody else too, and if y'all not together, blah, blah. But also, he's trying to bring with the past because he's making it seem like Haley has an echo cooch. And an echo cooch, y'all, or echo whatever y'all prefer, is what I like to call is basically when it's been so many, he's making it seem like so many fetuses has been in that area that is, it's just no walls. It has the pussy basically has an echo. Yeah, I said it. So, that's how he's trying to retain Haley. He's just like, everybody thinks she's cute because, she has the innocent, innocent bangs, I like to call it. And, but he's like trying to tell to most of them, whatever, that Haley, I think it was around the same time she might have been out with Jenna. And he's just like, she is evil, Not only she took my virginity, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, as soon as I got a little distance, that's why I don't like to get a long distance. This is why I have trust issues, blah, 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 with her, and all this other stuff. I have trust issues with women, period, now. And are also somewhat taken out on Jamie, so to speak. So, anyways, um, he's basically saying like, with that's what I'm saying about the echo coup slash witch part. So yeah, I said, but because he sat there and was basically saying like after he found out from two guys, sometime during the relationship they were still together, that from them person that she was at least messing with two guys or whatever. So he also feels like she came on the show. She doesn't still want her on the show or nothing like that, and he, we'll go on to later on. So let's go to another part. Now, Jenny and Brian somewhere, some marketplace, restaurant, cafe type of thing, and he decides to go and to tell her indirectly this way about what happened last night. Well, what I like to say is it might have been I might have been talking to somebody. I mean, there was a lot of girls around, a lot of interaction, good music, alcohol around the area, and then I wanted to basically, it might have been I was talking to a girl, might have been I might have got her number, might have been I might have made it, because they, G started putting stuff together. Like, wait a minute, what type of stuff, if you're going to do something, I'm going to find out about it. Of course, this is ding, ding, ding. At least one of the times he had to bring up again, Corey again, about, well, I know about what you did because, I see whatever with the Corey thing. It seems like his main thing is, like I said, this is not turns they have. They seem to have a yo-yo toxic summer relationship. At least that's what I feel. And so, anyways, that's what she put two together about it. And she was just like, you know what? If you didn't want to, she basically had like this thing, if you didn't want to do this, I'm sick and tired of this mess. You do you, I don't want to be. So she power walks at least about, she 20 feet at least in front of him, whatever, power walking to the house. And he forgot his key. Well, obviously she's the one who had the key. He was, they were supposed to live together. So when he ended up saying this about, this confession, here's Judge Jenny. He just came in the house and he just like, at the door, like kind of like Fred Flintstone when he gets locked out. The cat. What was that? Saber-tooth tiger cat slides him out the window and locks my house. He just like, hello, somebody let me in. And then I think it was Jay or Thomas who had finally let him in because G's like F him, whatever the case is, right? So this is I think before they had went to out at the club. Now here's another issue. Like I said, there's so much going on, y'all, and so here's the other issue. And also, I think Corey / bodyguard / referee this episode before I lean to child repeater fees. I know repeat about just they were the only ones besides Ashley. They were the only ones that kind of didn't have anything that kind of involved them this time or nothing, harsh. So we have another thing. Now, Jenna's also, Jamie sees when they're working out somewhere, it's Jay, her, at least, and I think it might have been Corey. And you see Jay is flirting with some chick and getting her numbers and everything. Because, Jay wants to keep saying, he still want to see if he still got it. And will ask for females, numbers and stuff like that. He likes track through whatever. And Jamie sees that like, oh, no, that's not nice to be doing that. Whatever, that's about on Jenna's part. So it appears to be that actually, they've been, it's one of those things just like Thomas and Jamie, Thomas says, I'll take the boyfriend title again. But it's also the same. It's the same thing with Jay's and Jen's situation. It turns out he never, I think, from what I gather, has never claimed her neither in the last 2 years or whatever. Doesn't ask her on a date or say I love you or kind of like, he has commitment issues, but he does admit later on. Yes, he does have commitment issues, and so you got Jenna, and Jamie talking. Of course, Jamie was kind of discussing about him kind of disrespecting Jenna if they supposed to be in a relationship. And, Jenna already said, like, she, wants a tie. She wants more respect out of a relationship and stuff like that. And she wants it to be a girlfriend. I think this is when they're in club. It's like, but, you got Jay over there talking to some DJ when they go out to this club. And, yeah, there was a lot of things. They go out the next night or something like that. And, Jay's telling the DJ, that tall girl, blah, 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 that's my ex and blah, 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 and stuff like that. She's in, house, whatever. So he just looking at it as like the common denominator or the cock blocker or whatever else he's thinking of Jenna right about now. And so what happens next is you got Haley is talking to this one dude and, Thomas are looking in the corner like this. What the fuck is she doing type of look? And then he's sitting there talking to to Jamie, and he's up there, Jamie's like, okay, what is the big deal? And he was like, you should know what the problem is for her doing that, whatever. Because again, he's like, they don't know who she is or something like that, whatever the case is. And because his reason is partially still about how she did him in the past or whatever, or, and he feels like that's kind of like blowing him in the space, it's like, okay, somebody else, get over it. And I mean, I don't know how many years it's been since y'all kind of stopped it, but it's just, she was talking to this guy who was a German exchange student, I guess, and, well, actually, Jamie was the one to do stuff for Jamie for two reasons, which is not surprising. The first reason, because she feels sorry for her, but also, two, she wants, Thomas is a boyfriend, so that's less she's got to deal with Haley intervening in their relationship. So, he ends up, sitting here, like getting kind of mad. Corey sees this because already Jenny, Brian's on Jenny's list, and so he ends up, she's talking to the same dude, and Corey's like, "What the heck is this going on?" So she tells he's trying to talk to the guy. Sorry, I'm gonna pause a second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to, for once, I'm trying to stop having the phone in the background. So yeah. So anyways, we end up going back to like I said, the thing is, she's sitting up here, and basically, like I said, I meant to say she is Jenny's talking to German dude. Corey's come up on the side talking about some oh yeah, you've been talking to girls in the house and stuff like that. And, it's almost like he's understanding where Brian is because she thought like Jenny's doing that is not cool and stuff like that, And, Jenny's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she ends up making out with the dude behind the bar, think she's trying to also avoid the cameras. And of course, she cannot. And so, this is when all the stuff, like I said, seems like it's coming up to a head. But I think it was at the same club or club the night before, whatever. Now, you got Thomas I think it is the same, Thomas being mad at the girl, Haley, for talking to this. He's just like, you came here just for the sake of, I guess, to get with people, dudes or whatever. You need to get hell and go, hey, he's calling you, got nerves, call Haley a bitch and stuff. Because like I said, he's saying that Haley's evil, blah, blah, blah. Haley in the part, I think the first one to leave and go back to the house or whatever the case is. But like he said, he feels like Haley is just like this dirty ass bitch or whatever the case is. He didn't say all that, but pretty much he felt like saying that. And so, anyways, you got that thing issue, you got the, making out. This is, like I said, all this stuff seemed to really have occurred, around the nighttime thing. So again, here you got them going back home after you supposed to be lovely. First, the club, lovely evening. At first, you got almost all the cast members. Besides, like I said, we go fast forward. This is Arlene back twerking or whatever she's doing on the kids' table in the calling room, whatever, with the phone. And then, everybody else is, the confessionals, all the original castmates and stuff like that, is, excluding Arlene. But yeah, so after that, you got one thing starting to brew. You got on the side, like I said, Corey's like, like I said, technically was really minding his business or just, this episode. You got Jenny, they already know something's about to happen before he says that song. So when you hear Jenny, they're in their night clothes or whatever, lounge clothes, and you got Brian, of course, Jenny up here arguing back and forth. She's just like, I'm sick and, you want to know, I'm sick and tired, blah, blah, blah. And, you had to deal with me properly. So like I said, we've seen that so much. And I think it was another time, like I said, since so many times back and forth, some of the scenes seemed like it was repeated over again. But like I said, I'm going really the fact is, this particular night, okay? And so they're going back and forth arguing because, she's like saying, because Corey's right there. And if I was Corey, I would have slobbed that cereal oatmeal, whatever the hell I asked, to the other room. Because, Jenny's just like, you were supposed to have, why are you on his side? Which side are you on? That's supposed to be my friend. And, Brian's like, well, he's on my side. Or said something like, no, them lines, right? And Corey knew something was going to happen, right? So it got a point again. It's like, get you, one of the type of thing, get you, blah blah blah, you stupid, blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, it seemed like as soon as we blink, they argue back and forth like this. Then it got a point where I was like, I'm sick of you, blah blah blah, type of thing. G's like, I'm sick of you, forget you, I did everything for you. I think that's when at least that time, the time before, he has to remind again about I had to deal with you, your partners, and your partner being over there. You always remind me the partners. He always like at least one, like I said, at least two or three times in episodes, indirectly or directly, that he likes to bring up a reference of her being recorded. Okay, so all of a sudden they got back and forth, and they got a point. I guess he was getting Brian got so irritated with Jenny that he decided to call her a bitch. And I guess Jenny said that was definitely the wrong move. And I mean, they had to have announcements of dating abuse on the screen before it came off commercial break. All of a sudden, smack. Then we get another one, smack. And here you got Arlene, who couldn't get her slice of pizza. Like I said before, I had to remind us a couple times. I felt sorry for her that she can't even get a chill moment because this is happening. So she's kind of like this to Brian, can't have this. And then we got, Corey's like this, but he's not touching actually Jenny. He's just like this in between it, like, one of the, like I was referring to the video games where they sit there and use, especially the old school game, kind of like this between the people, kind of like doing some referee or some blockage for like maybe one of the football games. Maybe I could have sworn. It's a game, I swear, they at least have like somebody that's blocking you behind getting the goal, like football or soccer. So, sorry, y'all. Old school into the thing. But all of a sudden, she was able to get away, all of a sudden get around the pole or something from Corey, and did this Chung Lee Vinny size roundhouse kick on his side, okay? And, of course, that's when I think the security guard came with this big, tall, humongous, the giant dude, and then Corey's like, this is your job, you're supposed to be doing this, right? So, Corey, when she did that, even Arlene was like, that was impressed, blah, blah, blah. Of course, he's mad as heck. But, I mean, Jenny just went completely bananas. Like I said, this is probably not I seriously doubt, maybe that's just me, this is not the first time it happened. But why was Corey like this, y'all? You could see he was trying so bad to avoid not laughing after Jenny did the mini size kick, which is not taking place. It's kind of sad because it's like, if you have to resort to violence and stuff like that, I mean, Jenny, honestly, girl, you should just let it go, because you should have been let this go, because she missed, it's just this yo-yo back thing, blah, blah, blah. And if it's getting to this point, I mean, I understand because of circumstances, the cast for stuff and stuff. The producer, I'm just saying, that time then, she's like, by the 20, and I know that was the thing, she just walk away, start like, what, I don't want to be in the same room here, blah, 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 whatever, right? So the producer comes in and basically, like, asks them, if, Jenny wants to, stay at a hotel, a hotel, a motel, whatever. And she's just like, I just want to be away from him. But she ends up, I guess, staying in the room, and he must have slept on the couch, because I don't think nobody left that night at that point, right? And I'm looking, and here at the same time when this is occurring, you got Jamie, Jay, and Jenna talking, and Corey again. I'm thinking, like, how the hell? I mean, Corey was, like I said, I had to be like someone referee / bodyguard in this episode. And in this particular thing, we had Jamie, who, like I said, should have just kind of kumbaya, left it alone, whatever. And I understand Jamie's trying to look out for Jenna, but it's kind of like, I understand she was saying in confessional, she was trying to say, like, you know what, I'm trying to empower her and embrace who she is, and she doesn't have to, like, hide her feelings and stuff like that. Basically build her up as a person, or wherever her weakness seems to be, if not feeling confident enough or being afraid to tell Jay how she really feels or whatever, or kind of like at times when she wants to say something, she stays silent. But at the same time, it's like, Jamie, okay, that still wasn't your call, but this is not the first time, unfortunately, we've seen this. She kind of, like I said, put at the other Ashley, the original castmate that got kicked off, on blast. But it's just that it was just one of those things, like, I can understand her talking about it to her, because it kind of made the situation worse, even though at the same time, we have to look from this angle, like, okay, Jay should be treating her. If he doesn't want to be in a relationship, he shouldn't just lead her and drag her on. At least that's what I got from it, So, Jay, whatever, you don't want to be in a relationship, just cut it up, but don't drag it on and stuff like that, or bring past issues. I mean, you kind of doing the same thing Thomas is and stuff. I mean, y'all good little bunch of dudes, but y'all all got this, all this mess going on. I mean, what? So, When Jay was talking about, this is I think after the Benny sidekick slash, what did the five fingers say smack to the face, or she tried to almost smack him, she could to 2020. Um, we have the issue where Jay is talking with Jenny in this other room, then whatever, and Corey said he was like out of all the out of the relationship, we're the only ones who had no fight or any drama and stuff like that, and that's when Jenny, you know, her little signals went up, and she decided, I mean, as far as like hearing information, the signal went up, and then she was just like, she just already had that look in her face, like, whatever. So she decides to bring it up to Jay right then and there. That Jenna has told me how she feels like, you're not claiming her, blah, 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 all this other stuff, or not, being fully committed, or, commitment, or you're going to commit, his girlfriend, and something like the lines. And Jay felt betrayed by Jamie. He's basically like this now, the family type of thing, because in the last scene, he ended up saying, because Arlene, of course, being the peacemaker that she is, and hopefully she got her piece. So I'm sorry, but but, she was like, instead of he said, she said, just go directly to the person and we should be able to talk to each other. Now Jay's like, for the next 5 weeks, I don't want to say nothing to anybody, blah, 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 family, the trust is broken, whatever. Okay, Jay. So, but he feels like the 2 years relationship has been down the drain based on, she felt comfortable to tell Jamie how she felt and stuff like that. Which, like I said, Jenna's reasoning for not telling Jay is because I guess when she's made comments for her past relationship, it went downhill, and she was trying to like stay chill for the sake of the relationship. But it's kind of like, sweetheart, no, you gotta be able to. If you don't feel comfortable telling how you feel, and I mean, don't have to, because like I think one of them was saying, you would tell your feelings, and it doesn't have to be a fight. I think it was Jamie said it, and or Corey. Okay, he was trying to be the voice of this, but like I said, I'm sorry, send somebody to make a gift, because that was priced, that was horrible. But I mean, his face was trying to cover it, and I'm just saying, I think he was gonna laugh so hard. He was trying to avoid laughing, but he was all about to laugh so hard, tears was about to start coming out his eyes. And I'm just sitting like, oh my gosh, I wasn't laughing at this, it was effed up, but I was laughing at Corey's face because I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I mean, but like I said, overall, you think about the real reality is a lot of commitment issues, a lot of toxic relationship stuff that should be said, shouldn't be said. That's what it is in this stuff. And these are why these people are exes and should stay exes, actually. Because of this type of stuff. And so, Jay's like basically betrayed, and then when Jenna was started crying and stuff like that, because Jay's like, well, you mean to tell me you told her how I feel, but you couldn't tell me how I feel. Jenna was like, I guess explaining, like I think the whole thing about she just wanted, basically peace and stuff like that. But why don't you? But I think you're telling somebody else, like, why don't he doesn't claim me? Why doesn't he say love me? Blah blah blah. So when she tries to go to bed with him, whatever, he's like, F you and stuff like that. Basically, I'm sleeping somewhere else. We're done. We're over with. And blah blah blah. Now, like I said, he's mad at both her and Jamie now. So, yeah. Like I said, Jay, you've been doing some stuff you ain't supposed to, because you say you want a big relationship, but you're sitting here trying to get just numbers, and you're getting twerked on the club and all this other stuff, ass and ass and stuff like that. But it's just, like I said, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. I'm just trying to see from this angle to this angle, okay? So, here's the last scene. The next day, Jenny decides to clean up and do some spring or whatever time this was filmed, or spring or summer cleaning, and she decides to start taking. Thank God she just took his stuff and then tried to get lighter, like, or try to reenact Waiting Exhale or some shit like that. But she decides to start taking Brian's clothes and just store them in the hallway, like basically just get out. Like Brian was like, I get my house, you just sit. I can get my house, you just sit in the bed, whatever, but don't take my stuff, whatever, And she's basically like, just get the hell out of here. And Thomas just want to get his stuff out the hallway or the front of originally they were staying in. So I don't know what room. I don't know if it was where Ashes was staying or Jay originally staying with Jay. I don't know, but I know he got beat one. She was like, I don't care as long as he's not in the room with me, whatever. But yeah, so that's how pretty much. And I think I got everything right. But like I said, just seemed like so much folded in this episode. Okay, and it's going to continue next thing. Alright, y'all, I'm done. I hope you have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and y'all take care, and I definitely see y'all the next one, and Vinny sidekick. But, I mean, just on the real, though, like I said, it's just, it didn't, actually I love, like, Jenny and Jamie's mix. I know this is a random everything, but it's just sad that Jenny had to take that route. And it's sad that Jenna didn't feel comfortable telling Jay how she felt. And Jamie, it's too many goddamn Jays, okay? And Jamie, you know, I understand you look out for your girl, but it was kind of like you're not supposed to like tell Jay how she be. I understand she's cool with both of them, but it's just like there's a time and place for everything. But I still love Jamie's Jenna's makeup. I mean, that lipstick is both of the lipsticks actually. I love them. Could y'all tell me which one y'all have? Okay, I don't think they watched this review, but you know. But anyways, y'all, I will see y'all in the next one. Take care, and y'all, we love y'all.